Because at the beginning, it asked me again for permission to, there it is. But now it's saying by staying in this meeting, you consent to being live streamed. Well, everyone's got to stay in this meeting. And that's me. Okay. Where's this thing? There it is. Okay. I've managed to turn that off. I can't get to the other side now. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the chat now, folks, and grab whoever has some announcements. We're going to start with Mr. Del Barrio. Mr. Del Barrio is going to get a good grade this month because he's been early and signed up early. Mr. Del Barrio, good morning.
Good, Your Honor. How are you doing this morning?
Enrique Sandoval, Mr. Del Barrio, go ahead.
Your Honor, in this particular case, I know Mr. Sandoval had custody, but the last time we had an in-custody docket, he bonded out that morning. So I have been, and it's my understanding he's homeless, Your Honor. We have been in contact with his mother 1 or 2 times, but I have yet to be able to get in contact with him. So I don't know if he's present or not, Your Honor, on this particular matter.
Let's check. Enrique Sandoval, where are you? Enrique Sandoval, are you there? All right. So you believe that he's homeless, Mr.
Yes, Your Honor. I've been told by his mother, and I believe
his address or no? I'm gonna check my calendar very quick here. Give me 1 second. Yeah. The address that he gives is 1714 Santa Ursula. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's who's the prosecutor in this case?
I believe it's Mr. Rodriguez, but I'm not sure.
But who's taking over him? Because I know that he's still in trial, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Cassandra Castillo for the state of Texas.
All right, thank you, Sandra. 1 second, I want to check something real quick. Emergency contact. He does? What's his emergency contact? Now, we have an emergency contact there at the booking area that says that she's Elia Sandoval. I'm not sure if you already made contact with her or not.
I believe it might be the mother, Your Honor. We have spoken with the mother. I mean, she was the one that advised us. He was out at a treatment facility at the time, but then he went back to custody and then he cut out. So can I have that number if it's there?
1204 Frankfurt is the address, and then the phone number is 267 3170.
Perfect. We'll try to get in contact with them, Your Honor. See if we have any luck.
All right, we'll take it from there, Ms. Hernandez. What do you want to do with this? I mean, it is a. Well, give me 1 second. Let me just check something really quick. Oh my goodness! Back on May 6th, he was not in custody. And he had just been released that morning, they announced that he was homeless, there's no communication, and then they reset it for today.
That's correct.
So there's no way he could have gotten the date.
No.
All right, so let's
Try
give him
to
a shot.
contact. Yeah.
Let's give it a shot at getting them in. Obviously, since I didn't give him the date. Although he had the date for the 6th, but he was in custody, so when he was released, that's when they threw him some tape off.
Your Honor, if I may?
Yeah.
Judge, if there's no way to get a hold of him, if we could do a KPS, I don't have an issue recalling it. It's just so that if there is any contact with law enforcement, if we have no other way of communication.
Yeah, you might be right. Let's put in that June 20. Let's get a KPS out, but I'm gonna still get a June 25th, which I normally don't. When I do a KPS, I'll just leave it outstanding. But I just want to know from Mr. El Barrio's point if he's able to what mom said or anybody else there at the home.
Perfect, Your Honor. We'll try and get in contact with them to see if we can get.
We'll be. I will issue the KPS with no bond, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, that's all I have, but I am standing in for Mr. Victor Villafranca, just a quick case. I don't have his information. I have it on my phone. He sent a text, but it was a trial status, but he just was asking for a plea date. If we're able to put an agreement, he just needed about 30 days. I can get you his info real quick. It's 2020 CRI 1289 D1 Julio Cesar Luna.
Page 7. All right, page 7. 2020 CRI 1289 Julio Cesar Luna. Mr. Luna, are you present in the hearing? Julio Luna. Julio Luna, are you present? Anybody see anybody? I guess there's a couple of people that don't have audio, like the Galaxy 20. And then there's an Armando Cepeda that doesn't have audio. The LG Style 6 has audio now. That's not him, is he? Let me find out who that is. The gentleman with glasses with the LG Style 6. What is your name? Unmute yourself, sir.
La persona que tiene lentes, que tiene el teléfono LG Stylo, por favor active su micrófono y díganos su nombre.
That'll be you, sir.
Sí, usted.
What is your name, sir?
¿Qué es su nombre?
Unmute yourself.
Active el micrófono.
Ahí sí.
Yes, sir. What is your name?
Su nombre.
Julián Reina Jacobo.
All right, thank you.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, not him. All right, then. Well, he's not here. It is a trial status. What say the state?
State request to KPS issue, judgment I side, no bond.
KPS will be issued, judgment I sign. Thank you, Mr. Alvaro. Let Mr.
Thank you.
Villafranca know, sir, please.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You have a great weekend.
You too, sir. Mr. Sosa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have three cases, but two of them are Reyes Montemayor. They're MTRs,
All right.
2013 CRP 274D1 and 2020 CRO 2073D1.
Mr. Reyes Montemayor, it's a motion to revoke status. What's going on? Reyes Montemayor, are you present in the hearing?
Reyes Montemayor, ¿está presente?
Your Honor, I've been talking
Sí.
to
Reyes Montemayor, are you present?
Yes, sir.
that's him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's Hilda Castillo.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's Reyes Montemayor. Thank you. All right, very good. What's your announcement on this MTR final hearing?
Yes, Your Honor. I've been talking to Mr. Rodriguez, and we should have an agreement real quick, Your Honor. He told me, I think the court already mentioned it, that he's in trial.
Yes, sir.
So if we can just get a quick reset, Your Honor, so that we can prepare the plea package, and that way I can talk to my client about the offer that they're making.
And by the way, now that I have all counsel online, I do want you to go back to preparing a plea packet for motions to revoke. I know that I've been doing them orally, but I prefer to do them with documentation. So it's also easier for the district clerk's office to deal with. They should be online. If they're not, I'll make sure and put them online today.
Morning, Your Honor.
Yes, who was that?
Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Mendoza.
Judge, just letting you know, I'm the prosecutor on the case. Mr. Rodriguez stood in for me one day when I was out of town.
I see.
The offer's the same, I'm sure, but Mr. Sosa, can you please give me the plea packets when they're ready?
Yes,
You won't
Yes.
get confused.
no, we need to talk about the offers.
Sure.
Okay. One of the cases hasn't been prosecuted or hasn't gone through the court system yet.
One of the cases was transferred here.
Yes.
Because the court asked for it. So we have
Yes,
one
that's-
MTR, one
That's
active.
fine. Okay.
All right, so y'all can discuss this. I'm not gonna give you a plea date yet. I'm gonna give you a June 18th setting. June 18th, Mr. Montemayor, stay in touch with your lawyer. It's a quick turnaround, but I wanna know if you have an agreement or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna set it for final hearing.
Okay.
So stay in touch with your lawyer and make a decision as to whether or not you wanna go to a hearing so that I can make the decision on what happens to you, or you wanna enter into an agreement with the state.
Okay.
Your Honor, during these dates, we are still going to be in the Zoom.
I am still gonna be in the Zoom. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna probably be in Zoom June and July for sure. And August is up in the air, but June and July for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. I don't know
I have one last case, Your Honor, is Julian Jacobo Reina. He's a gentleman that
Mr. Montemayor, so you're good to go, Mr. Montemayor. Just make sure to come back on June 18th. The same
Okay,
thing.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
June 18th?
Yes, sir.
Would that be for a plea status?
Yeah, it's an MTR / plea status, yeah. Just so that we recognize that it's an MTR, otherwise I'll get a little confused. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Sosa.
Yes, Your Honor. On the next case, Julian Jacobo Reina was number 2016 CRW 38D1. It's another motion.
Mr. Reyna is present.
He's present. It's an MTR. It's an MTR, Your Honor. I have not. I've talked to the prosecutor in charge of the case, and there is a DWI pending that was going through the system. This was in April. It was still going through to be assigned, and so we're just waiting to get that assignment. I don't know. I believe I spoke with.
Mr. Sosa,
Yes, sir.
I believe that Mr. Reyna has a case outstanding on that case.
Mr.
Give me a second.
Reina or
Mr. Reyna, give me a second. Can you check, Kathy, or do you?
It's
Your
an
Honor, Your Honor,
MTR, Judge, with the indictment on a new case. It's a 2021 CRN 550D1.
And it does not have a capias.
It's a capias with indictment.
Ah, okay, because I wonder why he had not been arrested or what? I don't remember ever issuing an indictment, a capias for that.
And
Had he
it's
not been arrested?
Judge, I believe, if I may, I apologize.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
I believe that he was arrested for the DWI, but it originally came in as a misdemeanor DWI. It wasn't a DWI third. So it was enhanced to a DWI third.
So then you all requested a capias be issued?
we requested a bond for the DWI third because it was a different charge at that point because it was only a misdemeanor. It came in as a misdemeanor that his history wasn't taken into account.
No, I understand that, but normally we don't have to issue a capias if we think that the bond is an appropriate amount for whatever it is. So in other words, once you upcharge it like that, like CJIS doesn't create a new booking situation. But I think I know what you're saying. You just wanted to make sure that the bond reflected the actual charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And if the capias does not need to be issued, if Your Honor would recall it, that's the only reason why. It wasn't because of a capias issue or anything. It was only because it was an enhancement of the charge.
Yeah, and I get that now. It was upcharged and
we're here present, Your Honor. He's here present. There's no
but
need.
now you're dealing with a motion to revoke, and I guess the reason for the revocation was the arrest, on top of other things, but he's got a new DWI. That's problematic for him. I don't know when this DWI was filed. The one that is here before us, the revocation was something that was done back on 2016. So it's not that long ago. I mean, you know, what is it, 4 or 5 years ago? But so he may have been convicted sometime a year or so after that. And so let's say even if it was the end of the year or beginning of 2017, here we are 4 years after that with a new DWI. So he's got some situations, and I'm sure you need some discussion to be had with the DA's office about these cases. I'm going to recall the capias that was issued, Kathy, from and basically just let him out. I mean, we're going to leave him on the bond he's existing at.
The original bond.
So he already has bond on that arrested DWI. Miss Castillo's correct. It did not reflect obviously the upcharge on it, but okay. Thank you. Mr. Reina. Is he there? Unmute yourself, sir. I think he needs
Señor Reina, active su micrófono.
Sí. ¿Está activado?
Yeah. Is it on? Sí, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Reina, you have a new case that's a DWI. Mr. Sosa, is Mr. Sosa appointed, or are you hired on that case?
I was appointed, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Villarreal, was he already appointed to that case?
I'm checking, Judge. Judge, just to confirm, the cause number was ending in 550 D1?
550, yes.
Okay, 1 second, Judge.
2021 CRN 550 D1. Thank you. And if not, we'll just go ahead and, appoint him so that way he can wrap all these things up.
Señor Sosa, usted tiene un nuevo caso de conducir bajo los efectos del alcohol y estamos viendo si se va
Reina, ya.
Señor Reina, se le va a nombrar al mismo abogado. Espere un momento.
Judge, it was actually the public defender's office that was appointed, but I'll submit an order for Mr. Sosa.
Yeah, we'll just switch it. I'm sure the public defender's office will be fine with that. Only because Mr. Sosa is already working on the revocation and probably has a leg up on him right now. So, in case you already had a file open, Fred or Ms. Martinez, just know that they're gonna, I'm yanking that one from you, and then we're giving it to Mr. Sosa. That way he can take care of it from there. So, let's go ahead and give him a date of,
Your Honor, if I may.
yes, ma'am.
Judge, the consultation for the new one is set for June 10th.
Okay.
We're going to reset them together.
Give me 1 second, Ms. Martinez.
Se le había nombrado a los abogados de oficio, pero van a tramitar una orden para que cambie y que el señor Sosa lo represente. Denos un minuto.
Okay.
Okay.
Sandra, I will put the cases together.
Thank you, Ms. Alma.
Ms. Hernandez, you are the prosecutor assigned to these cases, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, you were saying?
Yes, Judge. Only that the recently indicted cases is set for June 10th. So I don't, and Ms. Alma during the little break said that she would set them together. So however Your Honor would like to handle.
Well, why don't we give it until June 25th on both of them, Alma?
Yes, Judge.
So, Mr. Reina Jacobo, you're going to be set on this case until June 25th. And the other case that you got notice of, the new one, you're also going to be coming in on June 25th at 9 a.m.
Señor Reina Jacobo, en este caso, su siguiente cita será el 25 de junio a las 9 de la mañana y el nuevo caso lo vamos a poner para ese mismo día, que es el 25 de junio a las 9 de la mañana.
In other words, the case that you had to come in on June 10th, to this court, you don't have to come in anymore. I've moved it to June 25th.
En otras palabras, usted tenía la fecha del 10 de junio para su otro caso, pero ya no va a tener que presentarse ese día. Los moví para la nueva fecha, los dos juntos.
Ok, una pregunta, ¿va a ser por teléfono o tengo que presentarme en la corte?
Okay, just one question. Will it be by phone or do I have to show up to court?
The same way you're doing it right now.
De la misma manera que se presentó hoy.
Oh, ok, está
Okay,
bien.
Thank
very
you.
well.
Thank
Gracias.
you. Bye-bye.
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Do you have his contact information? Mr. Jacobo, oops, ya se salió. Okay,
I'll get it, Your Honor. I'll get it because we contacted him to be there.
all right. Well,
Should
then
have,
make sure and do it the same way. And pretrial services may have it as well. Thank you.
yes, thank you, Your Honor. I may be excused.
You don't have another one? That's it?
That's it, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sosa. Have a good weekend.
Likewise. Have a safe weekend.
You too, sir. Mr. Garcia, good morning, sir. On Eduardo Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Eduardo Gonzalez, are you present in this hearing? He's on page 8, Alma. Eduardo Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pedro Harris, Bracero, Texas. I
Good
believe we're
morning,
here for an MTR arraignment.
All right. Can you check on, I guess,
On that, what,
the case is outstanding on that.
yes.
So past pending apprehension, Mr. Garcia, are you appointed, Mr. Garcia, or retained?
Appointed, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Garcia hasn't been appointed to the MTR yet, Judge, because we haven't been able to interview Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay. So it's like a tentative appointment. So in other words, since you had the original case, we would give you the MTR, but we're gonna wait to see where we bring him in, and we'll, unless his financial situation has changed, we'll end up being appointed again.
That's fine, Your Honor.
So right now, we're gonna pass it pending the apprehension.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, Judge.
You too, sir. You said Sergio Martinez on Vicente Hernandez.
Sorry about
Vicente Hernandez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. We're looking for Vicente Hernandez.
You should be online, Your Honor.
We have a Leroy Hernandez, but not a Vicente.
I do have Leroy. Christina Flores has an accompanying case on Leroy, but Vicente, he's online. I saw Mr. Leroy Hernandez yesterday and advised him that both him and his brother had case today.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Flores also present on the companion case or another case. 2020 CRD 1295 for Leroy Hernandez.
1 second, please. Let me make sure that we have Vicente Hernandez here. Otherwise, I'm going to ask for the state's announcement on that. It doesn't look like we have Vicente Hernandez online. We've looked, we've called out his name. He has not responded. None of the participants have indicated that they are Vicente Hernandez or are labeled as Vicente Hernandez. He did have the date for today. What say the state? What page is it?
State requests, judgment ISI KPS issued, no bond.
Vicente Hernandez is calling in, Judge.
Vicente Hernandez is not, what is your name, sir?
Hernandez, I have him on the phone. I gave him the number to call in.
Okay, you're saying he's going to call in right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I'll hold off on that for a second.
Okay, let me 346-248.
If he's there with you, just put him on the phone.
Okay, let me do it. Hold on. 614-915.
Cristina,
Good morning.
good morning. I saw Leroy yesterday at a restaurant, and he knew that they had court today.
I,
Give me a
yes,
second.
but
All right,
good morning.
folks. You all can have a conversation a little bit later on this morning if you want.
Your Honor, just for the record, I spoke with both of them too. And this morning, I understood that Vicente was on his way to wherever Leroy's place of employment or wherever, so they could appear together.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Just give me a second. And Leroy is now muted, so I don't know.
In the meantime, Your Honor, may I share something? I've actually conferred with Ms. Castillo about Leroy's case, and they're kind of all intertwined. I know that there's one where there's several cases before the court today.
I have Leroy Hernandez on cause number 2020 CRI 338 D1 and 2020 CRD 1819 D1.
He's on page 1 to Judge, the first one.
Oops, okay.
That second one is the public defender. I believe it's Mr. Trevino. And then the 2020 CRD 1295 is the one I represent him on. And I've been conferring with Ms. Castillo, and we're trying to get creative. I got an offer last week that I think might resolve all these cases. And so we're trying to get creative as how to find some resolution without winding up on the new trial docket that the courts, I know they're getting ready to come up with trial dockets.
We are, and yeah, if we don't get these cases resolved, they'll end up in the trial docket, and we will start, dealing with that one by one. So in any event, how much time do you need to get this finalized?
I have some documents to provide to Ms. Castillo. We've been talking just as early as this week and last week. Maybe 45 days, Your Honor, 30, 45 days.
Wow, that's a lot of talking you got to do.
There are a lot of cases, Your Honor, and then they're intertwined with Mr. Vicente Hernandez, and I don't know how that.
The problem is that you gave an announcement saying that you're almost there, and then you asked for 45 days. That sounds like you're not almost there.
I got an offer last week, Your Honor.
Right.
The first time. I had the discovery. Remember, I came in, I substituted previous attorneys on this matter. I got the discovery, and we reviewed it. We've conferred several times. And I got an offer last week.
Right. I don't want to go through a history of it. I just want to see, now, I'm not going to give 45 days on it, though, because we've been waiting quite some time for. So there's just got to be some communication, like more often with your client, so that he knows what to do.
Vicente Hernandez.
He's got 3 cases.
I'm here.
All right, Vicente Hernandez is present in the hearing. Leroy Hernandez has got 3 cases pending. And so let's see, one of them is, already set for trial status.
2020 CE Oh, Your Honor, what?
I got it, Mr. Martinez. Just give me a second, please.
Yes, sir.
And
Your Honor, I'm hopeful. I'm sorry, I didn't mean,
you represent him on the aggravated assault case or on the burglary?
on the burglary, the 1295 case, Your Honor.
The 1295 case. Oh, that's the aggravated assault. Aggravated assault is what I have here, second degree felony. Actually, all three of them have an aggravated assault charge on it. So in any event, I don't want to confuse the record. So, all right. So, I'm going to put them on a trial status, all three of them on a trial status. And I'm going to give you, I want you to tell me where you're at, with your, with where things are. Let's see.
Negotiations.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna give you a trial date. So
We're doing, that's fine, Your Honor. We
I'll give you
can
a
do that.
I'll give you a July 2nd date. July 2nd on all three cases, and I expect that that communication will ramp up and you'll get your client to either take it or not. And if after that day, Mr. Hernandez, are you listening, Leroy?
Yes, sir.
If after that day,
Yes, sir.
if after that day you don't announce an agreement, you need to understand that I do not have to accept any agreement after that. That I can just set you for trial, and once I set you for trial, that'll be it. I won't be accepting any other offers, any other agreements, even if you have an agreement with the state. That's a possibility. You understand?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So give it a very serious look.
Okay.
And Your Honor, just for the record, this is Allison Martinez. I'm standing in for Fred Trevino on 2020 CRD 1819 D1.
Thank you. Okay, so that's done with Leroy Hernandez, and then we have Vicente Hernandez on page what?
2.
Okay, and I guess I'm gonna do the same same day for you, Mr. Hernandez, Vicente, because I know that they're tied together in some sort of way. Would that be fair to say, Miss Cassandra Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do agree with Ms. Flores that these cases are intertwined. I would need to also confer with all defense counsel and see whether or not we're going to be trying these cases together. Those decisions still need to be made.
Okay.
So I understand that if the negotiations are not successful, that's another factor I believe that Ms. Flores and I talked about, and that is one of the reasons for the extension of time, because these cases are so intertwined.
Okay, well, let's see what happens on July 2nd. We'll see all three, both of you, Leroy and Vicente Hernandez, on July 2nd at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Just recall, right, Judge?
KP is recalled, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. All right. Do you have anything else, Ms. Flores, Mr. Martinez?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, I think we'll be talking with Ms. Castillo. She's
All right,
been very helpful and very gracious.
Very good. So I'll see you all next time. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Judge, if I may, Mr. Arce says you skipped it.
No, I'm here. I'm Mr. Joe Arce.
Okay.
He thinks he's a redheaded stepchild, right?
More or less, Judge.
You're next. Jose Arce for Joe Anthony. I'm reading it. The next one right there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Joe Arce for Joe Anthony Bautista, who's present in the hearing.
That's correct, Judge. Judge, I believe we're here on a arraignment on an MTR.
Mr. Bautista, are you present?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bautista is present. Mr. Bautista, you have been, there has been a motion to revoke that has been filed against you by the state. It alleges that you failed to comply with the conditions of probation. We've appointed Mr. Joe Arce to represent you in this matter, and he's on the line. Do you have his contact information, Mr. Arce?
I don't believe I do, Your Honor. If I can get his number.
Bautista, can you please give us a phone number where Mr. Arce can call you, sir?
Yes, sir. It's 956-269-3812.
Got that, Your Honor.
He will be calling you. Make sure you answer the phone. He is your lawyer on this matter, and I'm going to set you down for July 2nd at 9 a.m., sir.
Judge, and if I may, just an announcement on his behalf. We're going to waive the reading of the state's application. Plead not to and ask for a hearing date.
Thank you for that. I forgot to do that. Thank you. All right,
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I believe that's all I have. May I be excused?
Mr. Bautista, Mr. Arce, you are both excused. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a nice weekend, Judge.
You too, sir. Mr. Guayo Davila, on behalf of Richard Flores. Richard Flores.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. So here we are with Richard Flores. Are you present in the hearing? I thought I saw him earlier.
Yes, sir. I'm present.
Yes, sir. Richard Flores is present. Mr. Davila, where are you all at with your discussions? What's the announcement, if any?
Your Honor, the state recently indicted the subsequent offense on this case. We're trying to bundle it up together. If we could get the same date on the underlying offense, I mean, on the subsequent offense, I think we could resolve it by that time. We've already been talking about some offers as well, so it looks like they're looking at wanting to seek a conviction on the subsequent offense and possibly withdrawing the MTR.
Well, let me see where that case ended up at.
I indicted it here, Your Honor. It's 2021 CRN 551D1.
551D1 CRN. ¿Qué fecha tiene? He said 2021 CRN 000 what?
551.
All right.
Set for June 11th.
For June 11th?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So, Richard Flores, we're set on June 11th on that case. On the new case, hold on a second. Oops. Yeah. Thank you. And that's a DWI and evading. No, no. So what we can do Mr. Flores, just come back in on that day and then we'll start, if it's not resolved then we'll just push them forward together, this case and that one. So I'm going to set this one for the same day for June 11th. And then that way they can go together after that. I know it's only a couple of weeks away, but I think I'd rather just get you, so you don't have two different dates.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
9 o'clock in the morning on that day.
Yes. Thank you.
And that way we'll have both cases together. Thank you, sir. Stay in touch with your lawyer. You already have his contact information, right?
Yes, Judge. I have all his information.
Thank you.
That's my, I believe that's the only case I have. Maybe excuse, Judge.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Good to see you.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Let's see, from Mr. Reyes, for Carlos Ancira. Is he in federal court, Priscilla? I call her Priscilla like if I know her. I don't know your last name. Otherwise, I'd say I call you by your last name. From the Reyes office, law office.
Yes, hold on. He's coming.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm sorry, Judge. I was.
All right. Carlos Ancira.
Yes, Judge. This is a case that Joaquin Rodriguez has. We've been back and forth, but he's been wrapped up with his trial in the 111th, and we weren't able to finalize it for today. So we'd ask for about 30, 45 days. It will be a plea agreement. We're just trying to get stuff together.
The problem is that I don't see Mr. Ancira online.
He was here.
No, sir, I'll be here. Where are you, Mr. Ancira? There he is. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So you think you can finalize it in the next setting? So I'm gonna give you, that June, 25th setting,
Okay.
and then at 9 AM, Mr. Ancira. And then if you happen to strike a deal, just call Alma so you can get the plea date.
We'll bring it, we'll probably end up just walking it in ahead of time, Judge.
All right.
Thank
Stay in
you.
touch with your lawyer, Mr. Ancira. Thank you. Thank
Your
you.
Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Have a good weekend. David Almaraz, good morning, sir. On Luis Ortiz.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Ortiz should be on. Sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ortiz is present. And
Your Honor, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, we were offered a plea deal. We rejected it. This case has taken a long, long time, and we would like to settle it, but because of the pandemic, Your Honor, I've been unable to go to visit the prosecutor in person to see if there's any other discovery I might need to see. I think he's sent me most of it, Your Honor, but I would like to meet personally. And so if we could set it for 30 days, we can tell the court if we're ready to plead or if we're going to go to trial.
So I'm gonna give you that 25th date of June. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you that July 2nd date.
Yes, sir.
July 2nd at 9.
That will be fine, Judge.
Mr. Ortiz, stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Almaraz.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, for a status hearing or a plea status?
Please status. Edward Nolan.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have Ramon Trinidad Garza, Judge. I'm not sure what page he's on.
I'll find it.
Page 2.
Ramon Garza, are you present in the hearing?
Judge, I believe he's in federal custody, Your Honor.
Really?
Yes, Your Honor. And so I think the state needs to
write him down?
Write him down, yes, sir.
Good morning, Judge. He's been out of federal custody since the last setting, Your Honor.
I'm
So
sorry.
I believe he got picked up again, Judge, on a revocation.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's confirm that. In the meantime, what say the state?
Your Honor, if he's in federal custody, I will request a writ if he's been picked up again, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna issue a capias for now. And then you'll find out if he's in federal custody, and if it does, just submit the writ request to me and we'll set it down for the 25th of June.
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's what I have. May I be excused, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Have a good weekend, Judge.
Yes, sir. Mr. Cantu. Angel Serna.
Present.
Mr. Cantu is present.
Yes, I'm here in his office, so he's in the other room.
What is your name?
He should be attending shortly. Jose Serna.
Oh, you're Jose Serna. What
Yes.
Judge, Mr. Cantu filed a notice of appearance.
Okay. So we have Jose Serna present in the hearing at a consultation. Mr. Cantu is somewhere else in the office. I'm guessing that he'll be in shortly, so
yes,
just stay there, Mr. Cantu. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Mr. Serna.
Mr. Serna, I'm sorry. So let me skip to, oh, actually, that was the last one. Mr. Figueroa, what do you got?
Your Honor, I have Carlos Farias, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
That we have an agreement, but I need to get all the paperwork ready with Mr. Guajardo. So we need a week or two to reset the case.
Very well. I can get you to June 10th at 2 p.m.
That'll be fine, Judge.
Mr. Farias, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay. So give me one sec.
Bless you.
That's a muted sneeze. Like, okay, so June 10th at
2 p.m.
2 p.m. You'll appear back here the same way, get all the documentation ready. Mr. Farias, make sure you meet with your lawyer. There's gonna be some documentation that he needs to go over with you. You'll have to sign and you have to get, you have to get fingerprinted. If it's a probation plea, you also need to make sure you send word to Ms. Garza from probation so that she could interview Mr. Farias for purposes of our PSI. So
Yes, John.
make sure you don't forget that, because otherwise I may not be able to proceed with it. Thank you.
Your Honor, that's all I have. My big excuse.
Yes, sir. Mr. Farias, stay in touch with your lawyer, sir. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, Judge.
You too, sir. We don't have Mr. Cantu yet, right? Mr. Sandoval, what do you got?
You're muted.
Can you hear me? Judge?
Yes, sir, Jimmy. What's going on?
Okay, we have I have an agreement, an offer from Joaquin Rodriguez, John. We just need to June 25th so we can, we're going to accept the offer, so we can do the paperwork.
On what case, sir?
On class number 2021 CRO 163.
All right.
Julio Cesar Melo.
Okay.
Page 18, Judge.
Is Julio Cesar Melo present in the hearing?
He's over here, yeah.
Okay.
He's here with me. There you go.
All right, Mr. Melo is present in the hearing. They have a plea agreement. I can give you 3 weeks to June 16th, June the 16th. Is that fine?
That's fine, yeah.
June the 16th at 2 p.m., sir, for a plea.
Can you put it down here? June 16 at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Make sure that you go in with your lawyer. He's gonna go over the plea packet with you. Once you understand it, you'll sign off on that. Then you have to get your fingerprints done. And if it is for probation, you need to send that in to Ms. Garza so that she could do a phone interview at the very least with him. You understand?
Okay, just.
Probation needs to get that. Very important. Thank you.
Thank you. May I have excuse now?
Yes, sir. We're still waiting for Mr. Cantu, right? So we're gonna skip him now and trying to find another Mr. Del Rio.
Good, yes. Hi, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Just a quick announcement on Luis Urbina.
Luis Urbina is present in the hearing. Luis Urbina is present in the hearing on page 16. Mr. Del Rio, set for motion. Any announcements?
No announcement, Your Honor. If we could just get another setting.
We could give you the June 25th setting. June 25th at 9 a.m., Mr. Urbina.
June 25th.
Please stay in touch with your lawyer in the meantime and continue discussing this case to see where it goes.
Thank you, Judge. Still have my big excused?
All right, actually, that one's gonna be set for,
Final pretrial.
yes, yes, sir, Mr. Del Rio, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Urbina. Stay in touch with your lawyer. Mr. Urbina, thank you.
You can log off, Luis.
Urbina, can you hear me? He doesn't have audio. Can you hear us, Mr. Urbina? Hold on. Give me a second, sir. Mr. Urbina, can you hear us? Oops.
Connected now.
Can you hear us, Luis?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You're set for June the 25th at 9 a.m. All right? Stay in touch with your lawyer.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. So I just disconnect?
Yes, you can disconnect. Have a good one.
Judge, just for the record, Judge, I'm back, Judge. I was in another courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cantu, on,
Yes, sir.
on Mr., what was his name again?
Jose Angel Serna. 59, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's a consultation setting? I guess you already have all your information with him. Anything else
Yes,
to
sir.
announce?
No, Judge, not. If we could just get to the next setting, Judge, I'm optimistic this case is going to get resolved, Judge.
July the 2nd at 9 a.m., sir.
Okay, that'll work, Your Honor.
Thank you. Stay in touch with your lawyer, Mr. Sedna. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. May I be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are now going down the line of the rest of the docket. And we're going to start from the very top. I do have a phone number of somebody who's there on the phone with no display, phone only, with a phone that ends in 783. If you can tell us who you are.
La persona que está presente solo con el número de teléfono, no tiene video, solo el teléfono que termina en 783. Por favor, active el micrófono y díganos su nombre.
*6, *6 to activate your microphone.
Puede activar el micrófono al presionar *6.
Delfino Guzmán.
Not you, sir. We already have your name.
No, usted no. Ya tenemos el nombre de usted. Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so he's not saying anything, so we'll see if we can get him a little bit later on.
There's also a Galaxy S20 FE.
Yeah, they don't have any audio.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Carlos Cruz now. Carlos Cruz, 2020 CRD 542 D1.
Your Honor, the last announcement that I see for Mr. Cruz was that he was in federal custody and the state was going to be requesting a writ. I don't know if that was done.
Probably not. Hmm? There's a CAPES outstanding? Out of here?
Yes, Judge, and out of the 406 also.
All right, so did you find out, did anybody find out from the state whether or not he was in federal custody? There is a writ that was filed. And he's in Beaumont, according to the writ. And it was set for December 20th, December 18, 2020. So back then he was supposedly in Beaumont, pero no llegó. Hard time is this? Okay. So y'all were supposed to get a writ for today, and I don't think that was ever filed. So let's get that writ. And I'm gonna give you till July 2nd to get that done. So make a note of that, please. Somebody for Joaquin Rodriguez.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Moving to Mariana Citlali Amador. On page 4. Anybody here on that case? Motion setting.
Your Honor, we have not been able to have contact with Ms. Citlali.
All right. Very good. So, according to this, now the docket reflects a couple of phone numbers. I don't know if you have those already.
I believe I attempted all the phone numbers that were on the docket as well, Your Honor.
All right, what say the state?
We're requesting a KPS, a judgment eyesight, and no bond, Your Honor.
KPS judgment, eyesight, and no bond. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. That will be issued. State versus Hector Ramon Lozano Gonzalez.
Conference report, Judge.
Thank you. Miguel Santos Santiago. Page 5.
Your Honor, I believe that is my case as well. Mr. Santos Santiago has made contact with me, and he also has pending CC1 cases. If we could recall it, I can probably try to get him to log on.
I will recall it. And we'll take it from there. Delfino Guzman Mejia. Delfino Guzman Mejia.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guzman is present in the hearing. And
Él está aquí presente.
idea with regard to whether or not you were clean out.
Yes, Your Honor. We've reached a tentative agreement. We just need to sort out the details of it with Mr. Rodriguez, but we can set it up for a plea. In the time that we're getting the plea paperwork ready, we'll sort out this material so that we don't waste any more of the court's time.
Sí, en este momento sí hemos llegado a un acuerdo tentativo, solo nos falta arreglar algunos detalles con el señor Rodríguez, pero podemos ponerlo para una fecha para el convenio declaratorio.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Guzman.
Tiene su micrófono, señor Guzmán.
Ahí.
Ahí
me oye.
Sí.
Ahí me oye.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sí.
Okay, so then we're looking for a date. Did you say you already had an agreement?
We have a tentative agreement, Your Honor. It's just the minor details that we need to resolve, but we can do those while we're getting ready.
All right, so we're going to set it for June the 6 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ok, como ya tienen un acuerdo tentativo, solo nos falta arreglar algunos detalles. Su siguiente fecha será el 16 de junio. At 2 p.m., Your Honor?
Yes.
A las 2 de la tarde.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
June. El día 16 de junio.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
In touch with you later. Just wanted to get off. Ricardo Gutierrez. Ricardo Gutierrez.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, ma'am.
just for the court's information, Judge, he is out on bond with us, but is not complying.
Simple enough. What say the state? Mr. Gutierrez is not answering, not responding today, and is not complying with pre-trial.
State request KPS issued, judgment I say no bond.
KPS will be issued for the arrest of Mr. Gutierrez. Judgment I ordered. Well, is he on bond with you, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Judge.
All right, then not a nice side.
Your Honor, just for the record, I'm standing in for Mr. Trevino on this case.
Thank you. Ignacio Hernandez.
Yes.
Ignacio Hernandez is present in the hearing. And your attorney is it still Silverio Martinez?
Yes. He's in a trial right now, so he sent it.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So we are going to set you down for June 25th at 9 a.m., sir. June the 25th at 9 a.m.
Got it, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too, sir. Javier Armando Proa. Javier Armando Proa. You got 2 cases. Mr. Proa.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Proa is present. And what's the announcement on the potential plea from the public defender's office?
Your Honor, we've relayed the offer to Mr. Broa. I believe he was considering it. I haven't gotten a final offer from, or a final decision from him. We could just have a quick reset so that I can talk to him one more time.
Mr. Proa, you've heard the announcement from your lawyers. They just want to be able to get you on the record.
Yes, sir. I did.
So I'm going to get you down for June the 18th at 9 a.m., sir.
June 18th, 9 a.m. Okay.
And
Thank you.
in between that time, you need to talk to your lawyers.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Efren Rodriguez.
Presente.
Rodriguez is also waiting for Mr. Martinez. Is that correct, Mr. Rodriguez?
Sí.
Perfecto. Ahorita también está esperando al señor Martínez, ¿correcto?
Correcto.
Your Honor,
Correct.
if I may.
Yes.
I signed and it was an agreed motion for continuance was filed to Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, I see it here.
Yo firmé un pedimento para aplazar el caso el día de hoy. Sí, ya lo vi aquí.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and sign off those. And what date did I give the other one? The 25th, right? We're going to set you down for the 25th as well, Mr. Rodriguez, okay?
Okay.
Muy bien, voy a firmar esto y su siguiente fecha será el 25 de junio.
Okay, gracias.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It'll be at 9 a.m.
Será a las 9 de la mañana.
¿Sería todo?
Would that be all?
That's it, sir. Thank you.
Eso es todo, gracias. Thank you.
Kathy, I've signed off on both of those orders.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
That's what you give it to you, Seth, later on this morning.
Okay.
Alejandro Garcia III.
Your Honor, Mr. Garcia did reach out to me earlier this week to discuss the case, and I have had contact with him. And he was aware that he had court. If I could also put this one on recall just to see if.
I'd rather you spend a couple of minutes doing that and not have to go through the whole rigmarole of a capias and arresting somebody and all that stuff. So I'll give you some time to do that this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jesus Juan Magaña III. Jesus Juan Magaña III.
On that one, Judge, he has capias outstanding and some new indictments. It's capias with indictment.
We'll issue a capias here as well.
He's present, Your Honor.
Oh, is he? Oh, there he is. Jesus Magaña, how are you? Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Magaña. You've been appointed to the public defender's office to represent you in this matter. They need a contact information from you because they have no idea how to get a hold of you, okay? So give me your phone number where they can get a hold of you and your address.
308. Wait, let me get my number.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, this was kind of the same situation with the, because it's a burglary vehicle with 2 previous convictions, so it's the same as the DWI third, if Your Honor wants to recall that capias. Because he was arrested for the underlying.
Oh, I see. Yes, that'll be recalled as well.
My phone number, sir, is 308 1382.
1382?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the other 2 cases are set for consultation setting on June the 10th. Would we reset all 4 cases, or I'm sorry, all 3 cases to the same date?
Yes, Mr. Magaña, where do you live, sir?
3717 Santa Rita.
Is that an apartment?
No, it's a house, sir.
Okay. All right, sir. So, you have other two cases coming up on the 10th or the 11th, Ms. Martinez?
June the 10th, Your Honor.
But there's some of those cases, sir, because I only received the paper for this case.
Well, I don't know when June, is it a new indictment?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, because you were indicted on new cases, so that's why you'll get those here quickly soon. So just know that you'll have to come back here on June 10th
June 10th? Okay.
for all three of them. But call your lawyers and so that they can start the file.
¿Qué lawyer me pusieron, sir?
The public defender's office.
Okay, I'll call.
Don't leave that. The reason we gave him the 10th is because it came out with a capias. And that's a capias date, so we might set it for June 11th.
Okay. No, not June 10th, sir. It's gonna be June 11th.
11th?
June 11th. So then let's go ahead and recall those capiases, Kathy, on those, because on those new indictments, we're gonna get them in on June 11th at 9 a.m.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you. June 11th, Mr. Magaña.
Yes, sir.
No se te olvide.
Bueno, sir. Thank you.
You'll have a warrant for your arrest if you forget about it.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Kenneth Atwell. Kenneth Atwell. Consultation setting on Mr. Atwell.
He was served on April 29th, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. What say the state? Mr. Atwell was served.
State request capias issue, judgment I cite no bond.
All right. Capias will be issued. Judgment I cite no bond. Jose Alberto Salinas. Jose Alberto Salinas, 2021 CRO 430.
He's present, Your Honor, with the spacing this evening.
Jose Alberto Salinas, are you present?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Salinas. Good morning. You have been indicted on the case of evading arrest of the vehicle, and we've appointed the public defender's office to represent you in this matter. They need contact information from you to be able to get a hold of you. So could you please give us your phone number?
956-635-6741.
635
67.
67. What's your number, sir?
41.
21
635 6741.
5741. Okay. All right. So they are representing you, Mr. Salinas. So as a result of that, they'll be calling you to start your file. As you know, you've been indicted on this evading arrest of the vehicle and for a possession of controlled substance. Any other announcement, Ms. Martinez?
No, Your Honor, we just need the next setting.
We're going to set you down for July 2nd, Mr. Salinas, at 9 a.m., sir. Don't forget the date, sir, July 2nd at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, if I may.
Hold on, Mr. Salinas. Hold on, sir. Ms. Villarreal.
Judge, Mr. Salinas is out on bond with pretrial. He's reporting to Ms. Contreras, but is not reporting as ordered.
Mr. Salinas, you have to report to pretrial services as I required you to do so. If you stop doing that, and I'm going to get a warrant for your arrest and recall that bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So I don't know what it is that you're not doing.
No, hombre, ya hablé ahora, pero
Don't
es que no estaba hablando seguido.
Don't interrupt me, sir. Let me finish telling you, okay? I don't know what it is, what you're not doing, but you need to report as ordered because if you fail to do that, we will recall that bond and I will forfeit. I'm sorry, I want to recall the bond and I will issue a warrant for your arrest. And you're going to stay in jail until we finish this case. And that could be for many, many, many months. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So take it seriously.
Yes.
All right. What were you saying about you were going to report?
No es que necesitaba que llamar cada Wednesday y se me pasaron como 2, pero es que había ido a una corte en uno, May 5 fui y como ese no me reporté, pero me dijo que el martes fuera. Ahora hablé con
Well,
él.
I needed to go I needed to call in each Wednesday, but 2 of them I missed and 1 of them I had court. And so I didn't report. And then she told me to report Tuesday.
Well, did you talk to her today?
Sí.
Yes.
So then report on Tuesday, sir. Thank you. Don't forget this date, July 2nd at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Michael Anthony Bustamante.
Second.
Go ahead and hang up, sir, Mr. Salinas. There you go. Michael Anthony Bustamante is present in the hearings, also a consultation setting. Public Defender's Office represents you, Mr. Bustamante. I don't know if you've already made contact with them, but if you have not, I need a contact information for them.
Yes, Your Honor. My contact phone number is area code 614-802.
You're gonna have to repeat that. I think we broke up a little bit.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It's area code 956-48802.
Did you get that, Ms. Martinez?
Yes, just to confirm, it's 956-614-8802.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Bustamante, so other than that, I just needed to make sure you were here, that you present yourself, introduce yourself to your lawyers. They will be calling you to start your file. And then we need you back here on July 2nd at 9 a.m., sir.
July 2nd.
All right, thank you, sir. That's it for now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Roberto Martinez. Roberto Martinez is the gentleman that's outside in the hallway. We're gonna see if we can get a contact information from him, but he actually went to y'all's offices and he was turned away. So I don't know what instructions you normally give reception on that, but at the very least, I think they should have taken down his phone number and address. So we're gonna do that here and give him a new date of June the 25th at 9 a.m. And we're gonna take down his phone number and address, and then we'll forward that to you, Ms. Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's out in the hallway, Ms. Hernandez. So we're gonna mark him down as present in the hallway, Kathy.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I did not hear a reset date. What did you say reset date?
June the 25th. Yeah, June 25th. Thank you. Giselle Mercado. Giselle Mercado.
On that one, Judge, the writ of indictment was returned and it stated the defendant is deceased as per Lopez family from 341 Pine Street.
Okay, so that's something you might want to take a look at, whoever's in charge of this case, Ms. Hernandez.
Yes, Judge.
So I'll give you till June 25th to find that out. Reset for a status on suggestion of death. Thank you. Alan Israel Lara.
Conference report, Judge.
Thank you on both of them, right?
Yes.
Domingo Munoz Jr. Domingo Munoz Jr. There's a case outstanding on which cases? These cases?
On that one, Judge, he's never been arrested for this offense,
Okay,
There's a capias outstanding, but it's out of the JP level. He has a 25,000 bond.
yeah, well, he needs to get arrested here, and he's not here today.
Okay.
So, we'll leave that bond on him on that case. What about the other case? 2021 CRJ 437.
On that one, he's never been arrested.
And there's no warrant out on that one?
No, Judge.
Okay. So was he served, do you know?
There's no return.
I think I want to call one more time. Did they ever give you access to that? Okay, so I was gonna check that out real quick.
Okay.
When I'm up, bro. Even on their ledger one? Yeah, this one just says completely unserved, so. Is that what your indication is, Kathy? They never brought you anything back? We're looking at the, okay, we're looking at the information that the jail has, and it doesn't, like, you know how I would call before, we were able to get that from civil, and so there's nothing there, so I'm hesitant to issue the capias on that case that he hasn't been served with, that he has no idea on, which is a 437 case. What did you tell me on the 436 has an outstanding warrant. I'm gonna leave that out, obviously.
Yeah, with the JP level.
Right, well, let's go ahead and reissue the writs on both of these and get them back here for June 25th, at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, if I may.
Go ahead.
Judge, under the warrants, it's listed with the 437 cause number.
How could they have a clause number under the warrant?
Where it says warrant issue, Judge, it gives a warrant number, and then it says case number 2021 CRJ 437, and it's got a $30,000 bond on the theft of the firearm and $1,000 on the burglary of a vehicle.
That's the JP warrant? Can you show it to us?
Yes, Judge, 1 second. Let me log on to Odyssey on my laptop.
Ay, ay, ay. Ya para acabar, hombre. Huh? So the JP warrant shows 25,000, but doesn't give any indication. I'm curious as to how that warrant has our cause number on it. Maybe it's the capias that was issued with the indictment, no?
Your Honor, I have it pulled up if you would like for me to share it, that's quicker.
Yes, please.
I have it too.
There it is. All right. So. $2018 warrants? Are those it?
Yes, Your Honor. So the first two do say under where the cursor is, the 2021 CRJ 437 D1 are those first two. And then down, I believe this is the other JP one that's pending. And then it's this is the 2021 CRI 436 D1.
So somehow or another, somebody, or the system did, or somebody connected the warrants that were outstanding since 2018 with these cases, probably because of the booking number. All right. Well, we're gonna issue capias. It's gonna be a little confusing because there's gonna be original bonds and capiases and all sorts of stuff, but there's warrants outstanding on this guy already. Right? Is that, so we're gonna issue the capiases with the amounts of with no bonds right now. And then, we'll iron it out that way.
Yes, no problem. Okay.
So capias on both, no bonds, and then once he's picked up, we'll see what happens. Rigoberto Arevalo. Rigoberto Arevalo.
On that one, Judge, the notice was returned unexecuted, but it had a little information that he said Jill in federal custody, and they gave us a number L177388579.
Okay, let's see what happens there.
And he has 2 cases outstanding out of County Court of Law number 1.
Okay, so let's see if he's in federal custody or not. Can you all check that out and get it back to us by June 25th at 9? I don't know if that means, that number means anything, L1-7738579, but they have reported in the return that in fact he may be in federal custody. So if somebody from the DA's office can check that out, please. State versus, and so we will set it for June 25th to find out, 9 a.m. State of Texas versus Carlos Vinton Jr. Or Vinton.
On that one, Judge, you ordered to reissue a writ of indictment by certified mail, return receipt requested, and it was returned on claim.
Very good. Now capias can be issued, no bond on them.
Okay.
Did he have a commercial bond or was it a PR?
No, it's just a 10,000 bond.
All right, judgment I sign. Juan Carlos Medina. Juan Carlos Medina.
Oh, Judge, this is the case where he needs to turn himself in for the work release, and we gave him a July setting,
All right, July 2nd?
July 16th.
July 16th.
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Judge, this is Pedro Ojaro, and if I may, I did speak with somebody, Judge, and they told me that they're gonna reassess the situation late June, so that's why we got an early July setting.
Thank you, Mr. Juan. Appreciate it. Luis Enrique Romero. Luis Enrique Romero.
He's logged on, Your Honor, but I just see a black screen. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Sir. Mr. Romero. You need to put a shirt on, sir. You're in court. All right, we'll skip him, Mr. Romero. Call him back. Jose Enrique Martinez. Jose Enrique Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe he did change his name. There he is.
We can't hear you, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there he is. What's the plea status on it?
Your Honor, I just need to confer with Mr. Rodriguez. I was not able to this week. If we could just get a quick turnaround, and we'll have more updated.
I need to hear back from you all by June 18th, Mr. Martinez, June 18th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
to see if you're going to take the agreement or not.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can set you for trial. So stay in touch with your lawyer, sir. June 18th at 9.
All right.
Back to Luis Romero. Here, I don't think you have any audio, sir. Okay. Luis Romero is present, belongs to the Public Defender's Office. He doesn't have any audio.
I believe he can hear us, Your Honor. I don't know.
Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up if he can hear us. All right, he can hear us. He thumbs up. All right.
Your Honor, I did speak to my client yesterday. I do have a counter offer that I need to make to the state. The June 18th setting would work well. And if we come up with an agreement before, we'll obviously call the court and reset it for a plea.
All right. Let's see you back here on June 18th at 9, Mr. Romero. That's 3 weeks from now, June 18th, 1/8 at 9 a.m. Stay in touch with your lawyers, okay? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you heard the setting for June 18th. He has given me a thumbs up. All right, thank you. We'll see you then. Let's see if we can correct your audio next time. Thank you. You're good to go. You can hang up now. Ricardo Joel Garcia.
Conference report, Judge.
Thank you. Carlos Alberto Farias, we did that one.
Yes.
Christian Reina. This is a KP, a motion to revoke issue with the KPIS.
Yes, a case is outstanding on the MTR, Judge.
Your Honor, he is logged on. He is in the hospital. He is at University Hospital in San Antonio. He did undergo jaw surgery yesterday. And so
he has the paperwork there, else.
Thank you, Mama.
All right, I do have the documentation there indicating that. He's present. Was it already expiring? Is that what it was, Ms. Garza, when it was issued?
No, Your Honor, he hasn't been since February.
Ah, okay. All right, well, he's not on, right?
He is on.
Okay, he's on, okay. All right, so I guess because we have a little bit shorter situation now, I think that's his dad there with him. But is he living there with who is he living with now?
He's living with me, with his father.
Okay, what's your address, sir?
It's 1736 Margarita Lane.
All right, sir, thank you. All right, well, we're gonna go and recall the capias. I'll recall it. I'll recall the capias. I don't want to get him arrested right now. And then I just need him, hopefully he recovers and we can see him back home and he can report to us on June the 25th at 9 a.m. June 25th?
June 25th, 9 a.m.
It'll be the same way
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing right now. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good
Thank
luck.
you, sir.
Good luck to him, that recovery. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Denise Torres, I think I saw her come on in. There it is.
Yes.
What's the plea status on Denise Torres? Ms. Torres, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the plea status on Denise Torres?
Your Honor, same announcement as before. I just need to confer with the state one final time. The June 18th setting should work. And if not, we will set it up for a plea if we reach an agreement earlier than that.
Ms. Torres, I'm gonna have to set you in 3 weeks. I need to see you back. June 18th at 9, you need to talk to your lawyers. They might reach an agreement, and if they do, you need to sign a whole bunch of papers, okay?
Okay.
So stay in touch with Ms. Martinez at the Public Defender's Office, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
June 18th at 9 a.m. I'm not gonna remind you of the date again, so jot it down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I be dismissed?
You are dismissed. Alejandro Martinez.
Your Honor, he was logged on earlier, and I believe he had to log off because his phone was running out of battery. He did call our office to let us know. Mr. Martinez, he's always, I don't believe he's ever had a KPS out of this case.
Is it, what, do you have an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, we were actually going to ask to set it up for a plea.
You have June 10th, June 16th?
June 16th, Your Honor.
June 16th at 2 p.m. then. I'm not going to issue the capias because of what Martinez just told me. As an officer of the court, I believe she's on the right track on that issue. So June 16th at 2 p.m. Luis Gerardo Urbina, we did that, right? Yes. Luis Enrique Valencia,
Your Honor, Mr. Valencia has been in contact. Oh, I believe he's the Galaxy S20.
oh, there he is. Finally, we get some sound from him. All right, so Luis Valencia is present in the hearing. What say you? Thank you. Ms. Martinez.
Your Honor, I have discussed this case with the state. It's with Mr. Rodriguez because he's in trial. I haven't been able to talk to him this week. It could possibly be a trial case, but before making any serious announcements, I want to talk to Mr. Rodriguez one final time.
I'm going to set you for that June 25th setting at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
June 25th at 9, Mr. Valencia.
Okay.
Judge, if I may.
Ms. Villarreal, wait a second, Mr. Valencia. Ms. Villarreal.
Your Honor, Mr. Valencia is out on a pretrial bond. He's requesting permission to go work in Florida.
Work in Florida. What do you got going over there, Mr. Valencia?
En construction, pero es que necesito ayuda porque pues voy a tener, pues mi esposa está embarazada y pues le quería ayudar. Sí, pues necesito ir a trabajar.
It's construction because I need help. You know, my wife is pregnant, so I need to go work to help.
Your case is not over with. You understand that, right?
Sí.
Su caso no ha terminado. Usted entiende eso, ¿verdad?
Are you? Do you have an offer of
Yes.
probation yet on that, Ms. Martinez, or not?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have an offer of probation, and I believe Mr. Valencia just accepted another probation offer from a case in the 111th. I believe he's already been placed on probation.
All right, I'm going to allow him to do that, but I want him to report twice a month until we get this resolved by phone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you have to, Ms. Villarreal will contact you about the permission or the consent that we're giving you and Mr. Valencia.
All right.
Thank you. So we set them down for what day? The
25th.
25th. June 25th at 9 a.m., sir.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you. Armando Cepeda. Armando Cepeda. Please status.
Judge, he's there, but he does not have audio.
Oh, he does not at all. Armando Cepeda, can you hear us? Put your camera on, sir. Anybody try to chat with him?
Cuando se queda, si nos escucha, prenda su cámara.
All right. Don't see anything yet. Okay, we're gonna hold off on Mr. Cepeda, come back at him. Miguel Ángel Bautista. Miguel Ángel Bautista.
Aquí estoy.
He's present in the hearing.
Your Honor, I'm standing in for Mr. Trevino on this case. I believe Mr. Bautista has accepted pretrial diversion and signed the waiver. And the special conditions are 80 hours of community service to be done for one and parenting classes. And I believe the state has an announcement for that case as well.
That's
correct, Judge.
Give me a second, please. Let her the interpreter.
Sí, yo estoy hablando ahorita de parte del abogado de oficio, señor Treviño. Él ya ha aceptado el programa de desviación y ha firmado la renuncia y ha aceptado las 80 horas de comunidad 4x1 al tomar clases de crianza para los padres.
Yeah, Mr. Hobson.
Good morning, Judge. Long time no see. That's correct. Those are the conditions of PTD. If I remember correctly, you prefer that we ask the court to dismiss the case in instances like this. So if I still have that right, then the state moves to dismiss.
Yes, sir. Then I will accept it. I'll sign off on your dismissal. Refer to pretrial diversion, Ms. Garza, with a 4-for-1 and all the other conditions that you just heard. Mr. Bautista, you'll need to report to the probation office. I need your phone number, sir.
Sí, correcto. Las condiciones del programa de desviación ha sido aceptada y usted en el pasado ha pedido que se sobreselle en este caso. Sí, correcto. En este momento voy a firmar el sobresello del caso y las condiciones que ya acaban de decir del 4x1 para el programa de desviación. Señor Bautista, usted tiene que comunicarse con el Departamento de Libertad Condicional. ¿Nos puede dar un número de teléfono?
Sí. Es 830 279 96 92.
Yes, it's 830-279-9692.
All right.
Correct.
So you'll have to answer your phone today so that they can give you instructions on where to go and what to do next.
Muy bien, hoy conteste su teléfono cuando le hable, le van a dar instrucciones de qué tiene que hacer y a dónde ir.
Muchas gracias.
If you fail to
Yes, thank you very
comply,
much.
if you fail to comply with the conditions that they're laying out for you, they can bring you back, you can get rearrested, and you'll start the whole process all over again. So make sure and you take advantage of this opportunity.
Si ustedes están quebrando de las condiciones, el procurador puede empezar el caso de nuevo y puede ser arrestado. Así que asegúrese de cumplir con todas las condiciones que le van a dar.
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
¿Sería todo?
That's it, sir.
Ya es todo, gracias.
Armando Cepeda.
Judge, excuse my interruption. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
That's all I have. Good to see you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Armando Cepeda.
I sent a chat and there was no answer.
Yes, that's the one on the
And
previous page.
Okay, we'll come back to him. Jose Alfredo Lopez Jr. Jose Alfredo Lopez Jr. If you're on the phone, you're muted with the phone numbers. The last 3 digits of your phone numbers is 783 or 498. Please unmute yourself with an *6 and tell us who you are.
Si están presentes solo por teléfono con los números que terminan con el 783 o 498, activen su micrófono y díganos su nombre.
4498, Alejandro García.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
What about 783? The last 3 digits are 783 of your phone. Please tell us who you are. Unmute yourself with the *6.
Ahora, el que tiene el número de teléfono que termina con 783, active el micrófono con *6 y díganos su nombre.
All right, we're not getting that one. So I was calling out Jose Alfredo Lopez and I did not get a response from him.
Judge, I have an announcement for that case.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
I talked to Mr. Trevino yesterday about this case, and I told him that I had learned just this week that about less than 30 days ago, this defendant was released from GEO. So I'm not sure if he has a date to know when to come back to court or if he learned about this date. But Mr. Trevino asked for more time to find him and let him get a hold of him to go to court, and I have an agreement to that, so we can pass it to see if they can get him back to court, Judge.
What does the return say, Kathy?
There was a writ of habeas corpus issued on 5/12 to Rio Grande detention, and there's no return.
All right, and that's more likely what happened. Let's set it up for June 25th, reissue the writ.
No, Judge, he's already released from GEO, so he's no longer in federal custody.
Right, I'm talking the writ of indictment is what I said.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Joe Manuel Martinez, for June 25th on that one, Kathy, thank you.
Okay.
Conference report, Judge.
Thank you. And then Victor Tyrone Hope. KPS hearing. On this one? Yeah. So I'm not sure why we set this one up. Is he in custody?
Oh, Judge, I think they called for us to put him on.
The public defender?
Yes.
You didn't find him? Janie, Ms. Martinez?
I'm not sure I did not personally speak to Mr. Hope. I know that he was KPS at his consultation last week. 1 second.
All right, what about this gentleman there, Miguel Santos Santiago? He's been there for a while.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Page 5, okay. You skipped him.
No, Your Honor, I had placed him on recall.
Okay, he's on recall. Right. He's present. Evidence exchange.
Yes, Your Honor, we just need to pass it for a motion setting for this case.
Sí, está presente y estamos aquí para el intercambio de pruebas. Sí, en este momento estamos pidiendo que se nos dé la fecha para los pedimentos, una fecha de pedimentos, por favor.
July 2nd at 9 a.m.
La siguiente cita será el 2 de julio a las 9 de la mañana.
2 de julio a las 9 de la mañana.
July 2nd at 9 a.m.
That's correction.
Correcto.
Okay.
Thank you. Alejandro Garcia is present on a phone call.
Gracias.
Alejandro Garcia, asterisk 6, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Alejandro García, asterisco 6 para activar el micrófono.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Thank you. What is the status of his plea, if you know, Ms. Martinez?
Your Honor, we need another plea status to look over some of the details of the case. I'm confident that we'll reach an agreement, but we need more time.
All right. Well, I'm going to set you for June 25th at 9 a.m. Mr. Garcia, June the 25th at 9 a.m. Stay in touch with your lawyer, sir.
June 25th, right?
June the 25th. That's right. Thank you.
Judge, we had an add-on.
Well, I'm sorry, real quick, Judge, the next page on page 8, we had called Eduardo Gonzalez.
Yes.
Okay, he's on the line now.
I think I had already called him. What happened to that?
What says KPS pass pending apprehension?
Oh, really? Oh, well, that was issued with the CAPIAS. I mean, it was issued with the MTR, sorry. Mr. Gonzalez, are you present? Eduardo. Eduardo Gonzalez.
Judge, if I may, he does have to call pretrial for the reappointment of Mr. Garcia on the MTR.
Eduardo
Yes, sir.
Gonzalez.
Monday.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Gonzalez, apparently there was a CAPIAS issued along with the motion to revoke your probation that was filed by the state.
Yes, I was aware.
All right. So at some point, where do you live?
4046 Totem Pole.
How long have you been there?
I've lived here for 13 years.
All right. I'm not sure why the probation office wanted you arrested, but I'm gonna go ahead and recall that as long as you continue coming into court.
Yes, sir.
And don't miss your dates.
Yes, sir.
Is he still on probation, Ms. Garza?
The case expired, Your Honor, in January of 20.
There you go. That's one of the reasons why they probably issued it. Okay. So I'm gonna set you for June the 25th at 9 a.m. Your lawyer is it's probably gonna be Juan Garcia again, but we're gonna go. You can talk to Ms. Garreal about it. Okay, she's the lady from pretrial services. So I'm gonna give me your phone number so she can call you.
956-615-2184.
And you can talk to her about that face you made right now when I said your lawyer is probably Juan Garcia. So, you can talk to her about that, and she'll call me if she wants to suggest something else. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But June 25th at 9 a.m. I need you back here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mhm.
I'll be right with you guys. Okay.
The add-on.
Eric Chapa. Okay. Eric Chapa, CAPIAS hearing.
He's a gentleman that logged in yesterday, Judge, and you told him to log in today.
Like he logged in yesterday.
And yesterday he came in just on his own. Nobody, I don't know how he even got the information.
All right. Well, that's going to remain outstanding.
Okay.
that past pending apprehension. We set it up only because he came in yesterday and we didn't have a DA, we didn't have a probation, we didn't have anybody, so that's why we told him to come back today. So that's gonna pass pending apprehension on that one. And now we have Mr. Atwell is out in the hallway. Atwell, what is he? Page 9.
Page 9.
So we had issued a capias, but he's out in the hallway. So I'm gonna recall the capias, set aside judgment I side, Kathy.
Okay, Judge.
And we're gonna do the same thing, take down his information for you, Ms. Martinez. And we're gonna give him the June 25th date at 9 a.m. And we're gonna take down his address and phone number and then forward it to, we already have the one for Roberto Martinez, but we're gonna get the other one and then we'll send both of them over to you. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
is that it?
No, Judge, page
Armando Cepeda,
17.
Judge.
17?
Cepeda?
Oh, but we didn't, oh, there he is, that's right. He couldn't get a hold of him.
No, Your Honor, and the note Mr. Trevino left for me on this case is that none of his numbers are working, so there's no way for me to get a hold of him.
What do you have, Ms. Villarreal, anything?
Let me check, Judge.
And he doesn't answer the chat, right, either?
No, Your Honor.
He didn't give an emergency contact, Judge, and when we interviewed him, he refused to give us a number.
Oh my God. He refused to give you a number?
So, Your Honor, if I may, good morning.
Good morning.
Casocadero for the state. I have him on one case. I'm going to request the KPS judgment since Mr. Trevino wasn't able to contact him and he's unable, well, Ms. Martinez is unable to get new contact information from him right now.
Ms. who?
Ms. Martinez. Because she'll be taking over Mr. Trevino's cases for the moment.
The problem is that whoever is on there says that that's Armando Cepeda. I don't know, did you get that part of the conversation?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that, but like, how is he gonna, how is Ms. Martinez gonna be able to talk with Mr. Cepeda if she has no contact info?
Well, he is there, Your Honor. I don't know if we could spotlight him to see if that would prompt him to.
Yeah, I haven't done that with him yet. Okay.
No.
And just so you know, twice I've seen where it says trying to connect to audio and then the X comes on where he's not able to connect to audio.
Oh, I can't spotlight them when they don't have their camera on. That's the problem.
I had prompted him to start his video.
How do you do that? Okay.
The three dots, you can ask to start video.
Yeah.
Oh, there, Judge.
There he is.
Okay. Armando Cepeda. Okay, who's this other, who's this other person?
And it's Victor Hope.
What's your name?
Victor Tyrone Hope.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna, did you get that? Oh, so 783 is Mr. Hope. There you go. Okay. Give me a second, Mr. Hope, while I deal with Mr. Cepeda over here. So we can't hear, but can you hear us, Mr. Cepeda? Can you hear us? If you can hear me, Mr. Cepeda, give me a thumbs up. Give me a, Ms. Martinez.
Sí, señor Cepeda, si nos escucha, por favor, puede levantar los pulgares hacia arriba.
Can you hear me, Mr. Cepeda?
Señor Cepeda, ¿nos escucha?
No? Can you hear me? Oh my God. Chat? How about chat? Okay, I just typed in, can you hear me? You said no. You need a phone number, right?
Yes.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Victor Hope.
Oh, no, I can hear you. Just stay there, Mr. Hope. I'm trying to get a hold of another defendant first.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him to call, what the heck is this extension? Can you call your extension, Ms. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, it's Janie's extension. It'll be 523-4117. It looks like he sent a chat, Your Honor, where he says he can't hear.
All right, so I'm asking him to call that number. All right. So take down the information from Atwell. Thank you. Let me know when he calls you. In the meantime, let's go back to Mr. Hope. Mr. Hope, are you present?
Yes, sir.
What page is that?
The last page 20, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hope. There was some confusion that you were supposed to be in court and you were not there. When was that?
On May 21st, Judge.
May 21st, Mr. Hope. Did you get confused with the dates?
Yes, sir.
Where are you now?
Oh, I'm at Alabama.
I need you not to get confused with dates because then it creates problems for us. So I'm going to give you another date. I'm going to recall this warrant, but I don't want you to miss again. Do you understand?
Yeah, when my next court date is?
I'm going to give you the next court date, but I don't want you to miss it. I want you to jot it down and somewhere where you will not forget. You understand that part?
Yes, sir.
So it's June the 18th at 9 a.m.
Okay, do I have to be present or is it going to be on by the phone?
On the phone, June the 18th at 9 a.m.
Could you let me know what the charges I got?
The charges? You got theft.
Yeah.
It's a theft.
Just a regular theft?
Yes, sir.
Just a regular theft charge?
Yes, and you have a lawyer.
What's my lawyer name?
Ms. Martinez, who's the lawyer?
Your Honor, it'll be either me or Ms. Vargas handling the case.
It's Ms. Martinez or Ms. Vargas from the Public Defender's Office.
All right, do they have a contact number?
There, do you have something to jot down a number with?
Well, hold on, I'm gonna get it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna get it right now.
Do you have their number or his number, Ms. Martinez?
I believe Janie does have his number, Your Honor, since he called us earlier this week.
Let's see what I talk about here. I need that, please. You know what I talk about. Come on, man, you ain't doing this thing. Come on, you just doing something, man. Come on, just go. I'm on the phone with court. Come on, man. I'm getting a pen right now. You on the phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a pencil right now.
You got it? Are you ready, Mr. Hope? I gotta go. A pen or a pencil and something to write on. That's all you need.
Okay, I got a pencil right now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm ready. What's it? What's the number?
All right, so it's Ms. Martinez or Ms. Vargas. Martinez is Martinez or Vargas, Vargas. And their phone number is 956-523-4117.
4117.
That's correct.
Okay, I just got one theft charge. That's it.
They'll have to explain everything else to you, sir.
Are they present right now? The lawyer, are they present, both of them?
You actually have a theft charge, and then you have an enhancement because of a different theft charge that you had from some time ago. So that's why it became a felony, because of the previous convictions of theft. So anyways, your lawyer will explain that to you, but I need you back here on June. What date did I give him, Kathy?
June 18th.
June 18th at 9 a.m. Call us back at the same number.
Can I talk to my lawyer right now? Can I call him now?
No, you can call him after you hang up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so Armando Cepeda, did he call you, Janie?
Yes, he's on the phone with Janie, Your Honor. He has given us contact information, and we.
I'm gonna give you a date of June the 25th at 9 a.m.
And Janie will relay that information to him since he's on the line with her still.
June 25th at 9 a.m. Thank you. No capes on them.
Okay.
Give me your email, Ms. Martinez, so we can send you both yours and Janie, so that we can send you the contact information for Roberto Martinez and for Kenneth Atwell.
Yes, Your Honor. My email is Allison, ALYSONM @webcountytx.gov, and Janie's is, hold on.
Judge, if you just want to send them to me, I'll forward them to them.
That's what I'll send to you.
Yes.
All right, then. I think that's it, no?
Yes, Judge.
Good.
Your Honor, I think Valerie had an announcement. She sent me a chat to stay on.
Valerie?
It's a question, Judge. On the case that I went to speak to you about yesterday, Mr. Edson Reina de la Cruz, he's out on a pretrial bond. He's set for June 4th. He was going to take a plea, but is not. He was arrested on a new.
I had already talked to you about that or no?
Your Honor, excuse me, you're still on YouTube.